Welcome to Philippine Canadian Empire's Daily News Roundup, brought to you by CanadianEmpire.net, your only Filipino-Canadian daily news portal. I'm Rowan Echo, and here are stories making headlines today. Martial law in Mindanao states. Despite the recent declaration of liberation in Marawi City after the two top terrorist leaders were killed, President Rodrigo Duterte remains firm in his decision to not lift martial law in Mindanao. At the 43rd Philippine Business Conference in Manila on Thursday night, Duterte recalled that ever since the day he placed Mindanao under martial law, everybody kept asking when it will be concluded. The president answered, quote, "It will not stop until the last terrorist is taken out," unquote. Echoing the warning of the military and the police, Duterte reminded the public to not underestimate the Islamic State-inspired Maudi terrorists, as they could still render retaliatory attacks to the government troops who are conducting clearing operations in Marawi. Quote, "Be careful of retaliation. We know, and I know it's coming when we really don't know," unquote, he said. Escudero calls out LP for dictatorship remarks versus government. Amid the Liberal Party's claim that President Rodrigo Duterte is headed to a possible declaration of dictatorship, Senator Francis Escudero said that such assumption has no grounds because, looking back, LP did the same things that the Duterte administration is being criticized for today. Yet, according to Escudero, nobody accused the Aquino administration of pushing for a dictatorial government. Escudero said that the moves of the current administration, including the impeachment threats against the ombudsman, the filing of an impeachment complaint against the Chief Justice, and the detention of Senator Laila de Lima, is parallel to, the same, and as if copied from what happened in the past. Escudero recalls instances during LP's rule when they threatened to impeach then Ombudsman Mercedes Gutierrez, and when they successfully impeached the late Chief Justice Renato Corona. He added, quote, "It's difficult for one to complain, especially if you were part of the previous administration, because they did the same things during their time," unquote. Trillanes denies stopping Trump's Philippines visit. Senator Antonio Trillanes clarified on Friday that he only presented factual information about the current situation in the Philippines in his meeting with United States Senator Marco Rubio, denying claims that he tried to stop U.S. President Donald Trump from visiting the country. Trillanes negated reports that he attempted to influence U.S. lawmakers to convince Trump to cancel his scheduled visit to Manila in November. Quote, "To be clear, I did not try to stop the state visit of President Trump, since these things are carefully planned and cannot be stopped on the mere say-so of a Philippine senator," unquote, he said. Quote, "I would like to confirm the information that I met with senior U.S. government officials to include Senator Marco Rubio. As mentioned in the tweet of Senator Rubio, we talked about enhancing RP-U.S. relations, corruption, and the human rights situation in the country," unquote, Trillanes said in a statement. Trillanes assured the public of pushing for the interests of the country, which he branded as not as the same of the interests of Duterte. That wraps up our news here on PZI Daily News Roundup. Thank you for joining us. For more news stories, visit our website at www.canadianempire.net.